Excel is hell, so let's make it a little bit more fun. Here I'm going to show you a prank that will make data move from one cell to another cell when the user clicks on it. So I've got my sample data down here and a little average right here. That is an H lookup formula that takes the data from the store number up here. So the user will need to change the store number value, which means they're going to have to click on the cell. But when they click on it, oh, where'd it go? It moved away from them. And when they click over here, it moves back. So they can never actually get the data to change it. And this is a fun little trick that doesn't actually harm the spreadsheet. I'm not removing any data from the average down here. If I double click, you can see the HLOOKUP formula. I simply have an if error function that makes it blank if there's nothing above. And this is just text. It just gets moved from one cell to another cell when the user clicks on it. So it's really going to drive someone crazy, but it's not going to mess up their spreadsheet. Now, of course, we need a macro to do this. Let's hit Alt F11. To input your macro, simply go to Insert, Module, and then a little module window will pop up, and you can put this data in there. So here we have how to make data from one cell jump to another cell when a user clicks on it. The only thing you have to edit here in this macro is the cell reference here, the original cell where the data is contained, where the user is going to click initially, and here, this is where you want the data to go to. So cell B3 is this cell right here, and C3 is right here where the data will go. You need to make sure you keep those dollar signs in front of the row and column references here. Those are very important. And once you've done that, that's all you need to do to edit the macro. Now let me give you a quick overview of what we've got down here. So this right here is the code, which is actually rather simple, although it looks a bit complicated. All it's going to do is to check if the active cell is the original cell. If it is, then we're going to run this code. If the active cell is the cell where we want to put the data, then we run this code. So this allows the data to jump back and forth. So a simple if statement. Here we check, is the data empty or is it not empty for the original cell? And then we want to make sure that the jump to cell is empty. So we're not going to be overwriting any data. Then here, this is where we simply say we want to make the jump to cell where we want to put the data equal to the original cell, then make the original cell equal to nothing. This if statement down here does the exact same thing, just reversed. So you can see the original cell value is going to be equal to the jump to cell value equal to nothing. Now once you've got this macro input into your module, you want to make it run every time a user clicks a cell. To do that, simply go to Sheet 1. This is where we want the macro to be running. And we have a private sub for worksheet selection change. That's not going to be there by default. Just use this drop down menu here, select worksheet, and make sure on the right drop down menu we have selection change selected. Then simply type call and the name of the macro that we want to call. In this case, the name is Excel prank jumping data. And the name for the macro is right up here. And that's really all there is to this prank. Now you'll soon be able to download this spreadsheet from teachexcel.com or just copy the macro by hand.